How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Manatee Gaming. So we have the brand new skill Archaeology. It is underway. The skill has been released a few days ago, and it has been an awesome experience. This is probably my favorite skill that has honestly come out in a very long time. I thought Invention was a pretty cool skill. Overall, though, I think Archaeology might be like a new favorite skill for me. That's like a non-combat skill. So super excited to train in it. Unfortunately, I got kind of a slow start. I wasn't able to play for like the first 2 days, but as I jumped in, I was really trying to find some ways to make some good money in the skill because obviously there's lots of money earning potential. People have been asking me lots of questions about how to make the most money while doing it, stuff like that. And I actually managed to find a way that earns quite a bit of gold. So this method in this video I'm going to be showing you is going to be actually a very simple method. Pretty much anyone can go do it. And what this will do is I've actually been using this myself, and I've been earning about 3 billion gold per day. Yesterday I earned just over 2 billion. Today I am definitely earning 3 billion by the time the day ends. I would say overall total since I started back up on Archaeology, or started on Archaeology, I've earned about 5 billion. So hopefully by tomorrow or the next day or whatever, I will have earned about 10 billion in three-ish days, 3 or 4 days. So actually it's pretty amazing. Anyway, I wanted to share this with you because pretty much anyone can do it. There's no limit on don't share this with anybody because it's actually something that everyone can do. So let's go ahead and jump on into it. So this right here is my main account. I've been playing on my main account. Hey, we just got the int mask I needed. There we go. I've been playing on my main account from pretty much this entire time. Training it up and everything, getting it some levels and stuff like that. As many of you already know, by completing the collections and stuff, you do get gold. So you can complete the collections. Some of the collections are worth quite a bit of money, so you can definitely do that on your main account while you're playing and getting good XP. But the vast majority of the profit is going to come from not your main account. It's actually going to come from your alt accounts. So as we come back over here, we've got my desktop in the background here. Right now, I've actually got 9 accounts going. So I have 9 accounts that are my alt accounts here that are doing flipping of the materials from Archaeology. So I have 9 accounts flipping materials, and then I've got my main account that's actually doing Archaeology and actually doing the collections and stuff like that and trying to level up. So my main is earning, I don't know, I honestly am not sure how much my main is earning per day. I'm not actually calculating that into this at all because, obviously it's going to fluctuate quite a bit with the collections and stuff. But I am trying to calculate how much I earn on each one of my alt accounts, just based on the amount of money I gave them in the morning and then how much money they have at the end of the day. This ends up being an average of about 20 to 30 million gold per hour, and that's per account. And the basics of how that works is you just have to have multiple alt accounts. If you do not have multiple alt accounts, that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit more into this video here and explain a couple more things of how this works. And you can definitely utilize this method if you do not have multiple accounts. If you just have one account, you can also do this method. It's totally fine. It's really just flipping. And what we're going to be doing with this is we're just going to be flipping these supplies and materials. So one quick thing here too. This video is I'm just shooting it straight through. So what I recommend for you guys is to make sure you price check all these things before you start flipping them. I'm not going to be giving you guys exact prices in this video because they wouldn't be good anymore anyway. So what you want to do is don't really pay much attention to the prices I'm doing here, but pay more attention to the margins I'm getting here. So if we're looking right here, the gold rune, for example, I just bought them for 10,500, and I know they sell for 13,500 right now. So an item like this, for example, I make 3,000 each on this one, just this one item right here, and they have a buy limit of 1,000. If you can't see the screen very well because it's kind of, it's like a large aspect ratio here. If you're on a phone or something like that, I'll just kind of walk you through it. So, just turn your volume on. On the gold rune, for example, I'm making 3,000 each, which is 3 million per buy limit. You can buy 1,000 per 4 hours. You can do that on all of your accounts that you are currently using. So if you have one account, or you have 10 accounts, or you have 20 accounts, you can do that. You can do the exact same flip on each account. As you can see, I have my gold runes over here on this account, and then on this account down here, they've already done gold runes. And then another example up here, like Keramos or Fiery Brimstone, Third Age Iron. We're actually going to go ahead and decrease Third Age Iron because it hasn't sold. Let me just briefly run through exactly how this works. So You can obviously just join our Discord down below. If you guys are looking for exact buys, exact sells, stuff like that for this method, you can definitely find all that in our Discord. I'm posting all these prices for the exact buy, exact sells as I do them in our Discord. So if you want to see that information, all you gotta do is just check it out down below, and then you can easily, you know, start making yourself 20 or 30 million gold per hour without even having to find the prices yourself. But the recommendations I can give you guys is, as of right now, as of making this video, and obviously this is going to change because the skill is brand new, but as of making this video, the amount of profit you make per item is between 3,000 and 5,000 gold each. For Karamos, for example, as we can see, I was buying these for 12,700. If we go to my sale history here, we scroll down to my sale history, I sold, let's see, I bought some more for 12,700. I was selling them for 18,500. So for this one right here, it actually had just about a 6,000 margin on it for this item called Karamos. So essentially what you want to do is you just want to search the GE for the different types of soil and the different materials you get from excavating, because that's the stuff that's really working really well right now. It's those items right there. So the vellum, whatever that is, I was buying them for 19,000 each, and I'm selling them for 22,000 each, I believe it is. Yeah, actually, there you go, right there. Those actually just sold recently, so I bought them for 19,000, sold them for 22,000. That is another 3 million profit right there. These things buy and sell very, very, very quickly. It does not take very long at all to move these things. They move through very quickly, and all you gotta do is just when you see one that has not moved in, like, I would say 20, 30, maybe 40 minutes, if it hasn't moved at all, then all you gotta do is just pull out your offer, go into the item again, go down and find the item again. So this one was leather scraps. All right, so leather scraps. We're gonna bump up our offer a little bit. This one is a little bit of a different example. Okay, so I'm increasing this one by 1,000, but you don't usually need to increase it by 1,000. I am increasing by 1,000 because I'm pretty sure I'm nowhere near the actual buy on that item. But for example, if I was to update this Karamos here because I'm like, oh, this hasn't updated, this hasn't bought in a little bit, I might increase it by like 300 gold. Actually, I did that over here. I increased it by 300 gold. It still hasn't bought over here. But usually what I'll do is I will increase or decrease by 200 or 300 gold until I get buys and sells. But the main idea here, guys, is just to use your basic flipping techniques. You know you have to wait a certain amount of time. You know you should be updating by a certain amount, and that's how you make the most profit. If you guys can see my sale history over here, we've got, let's see, these saltwater mud. I kind of accidentally put the wrong price in the saltwater mud on those. Let's see some good ones in here. I bought these Samite Silk for 12,600. They sold for 13,900. Essentially, this flip was 12.4 million and sold for 13.6 million. So that's kind of a smaller one, but still pretty good. We've got Imperial Steels. I bought them for 16.5 million and sold them for 18.5 million. That was still kind of small, but still a solid 2 mil profit. Let's see, we've got Star of Sarah Diamonds. I bought those for 13.3 million, sold them for 16.9 million. So that was actually a pretty decent margin. We got these Tyrian Purples. I bought them for 17.2, sold them for 20. So this is just basically how it's been for the last few days, and it was definitely better in the beginning, but it's not by any means bad now. It's just like a little bit smaller margins than what it was before, but that's kind of what you have to expect as we move forward. So when you're looking through this stuff, don't get discouraged if you're like, oh man, I'm only earning 2,000 each. Like, that's still really, really good money. There are so many different supplies, guys, like so many different materials. It is ridiculous how many materials there are. Also, something cool to remember too is that the soil itself actually has a much larger buy limit. So let's see, I've got my Fiery Brimstone right there. See, I think it was this account down here. Yeah, it was. Okay, so Fiery Brimstone, I bought for 1,021 on this account, and then sold it for 1,500 each on this account as well. So, and that was a 5,000 buy limit. So I paid a total of 5.1 mil and sold it for 7.5 million. So the soil itself actually has a huge margin too. A lot of people who did figure out about flipping this kind of stuff did not think about doing the soils, because the soils, wow, like shockingly how it's really shocking how good they are. Also, energies are another thing that are kind of going crazy right now in the game too. So I've been talking about these different materials this entire time, but also you can look into other stuff like energies, because people are really stocking those up in order to do them for invention. So I bought incandescent energies. I paid 656 each on these, and I ended up selling them between 720 and 750. It was just kind of like fluctuating there. But the thing is it's just, there are so many different things, guys, in that. I don't really want to make this video any longer than it needs to be, but the general thing here is just start flipping the materials. Like, the materials are shockingly good money, and you will make so much money so fast. It is absolutely insane. Like, you literally easily make 20 or 30 million gold per hour per account. You can definitely do better than that. Like, you know, you're not limited to only making 20 or 30 million. There are several materials, and if you can get these things moving pretty quickly, you guys can definitely earn more than 20 or 30 million. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Please hit that subscribe button if you'd like to. I'm going to have more of the archaeology videos coming out soon, including archaeology money-making methods. I'm currently working on that content right now. I'm actually leveling up my main account. That way I can do some more of the archaeology stuff itself. We're going to have some actual guides for archaeology coming out. Obviously, the money-making stuff is really fun, but we're going to have some actual guides coming out pretty soon, too. If you guys would like to come, feel free to join the Discord down below. We have a Discord of over 5,400 members, and everyone in there is basically trying to earn as much money as they possibly can. It's a really great community. If you want a very non-toxic community in order to help, where people actually help you to try to help you earn more money, and we crank out more billionaires out of there than I really thought possible, then feel free to join. With these different materials, if you guys are actually playing all day long because of coronavirus, you guys could literally earn 1 billion gold in 3 days, like with only one account. If you guys were flipping these materials and you have one account, you can make 1 billion gold in 3 days. If you're actually running if you're running the full 9 accounts or something like that, like I am currently, then you can definitely be earning the 3 billion gold per day that I put in the title. It's definitely not clickbait. It's totally possible. You can do it literally just how I'm showing you right now. But anyway, guys, one more last time, if you want exact buys, exact sells, feel free to jump in that Discord down below and hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.